Welcome back everyone, I'm Ray and today we are going to continue Remembrance Vessels. Actually, I was scrolling through this. We have gone through a lot here and my plan was to do Vill-V's today, or start Vill-V's today. About the ones we've already started, we'll just do them as we go. But then I noticed, I don't know what Vill-V's is, and this one looks like it could be? Actually, it should be. I'm just assuming this will be it, but they all... Pados should also still be here. We'll have to figure it out as we go. But first, I hope everyone is comfy, everyone has a nice day, and let's get started with Fool's Memory in hopes that this is Vill-V. And it still looks like her. So... Yes! We did it! Oh, she sounds so cute. Aww. Friends, we've only met once. Once, twice, 20 times. Okay, but why is that me with future me? Yeah, future me will handle it, right? The other me's. You have a split personality as well? Okay, we are finally diving into it. I'm really curious about her because it seems like it's not really a split personality, but like literally other parts of her. We'll just... I think we will see. What? But it's interesting to name it supernatural power, huh? We have time. We just got here. Thank you for reminding me. Why would you do that? Isn't that the case with most people in the realm? Oh. Oh no. Oh no, this will be tragic. So, I know, we have a thing with, can I say original and stuff, but like, the original person named Vill-V died already. Because of the metamorph surgery. Oh gosh, this will be a ride. Is that why she has pink in her design? Like, pink in her eyes and stuff? Is that the reason? Wait, there's a lot to unpack here. Within a radius of 5 meters, the consciousness of all who approached her would be seized by her body and become one of her personalities? As long as she was alive, or just at the start? And what happened to the people who performed the surgery on her? Or did that happen a little bit after that? Oh gosh. Okay, that makes way more sense than just she has different personalities. Oh gosh. Ah, so that's why she is kind of Vill-V. But who is this personality from? Is it from an assistant? I mean, the thing is, it would be pretty tragic if it would be Griseo's mother, because we know she worked with Möbius. But that's not... Wait. That's not it, right? Because Vill-V and Griseo didn't even had a lot of conversations? I think? But also, this is not... it could be... Oh no. I should stop thinking.
待って、別に私自身がゴミって言いたいわけじゃないからね。
I didn't take it that way.
とにかく今まで主導的でもそうでなくても、この体に居座った意識は数えきれないほど多いってわけ。
Oh, that's so much deeper than I thought. Oh gosh. That's dark.
そうだ。この文章は知ってるよね。我が名はレギオン。我らは大勢であるがゆえに。つまり、そういうことだよ。
Okay, but why does she resemble the Legion Herrscher so much? I mean, the metamorph surgery... They didn't use... Like, they didn't try and use a Herrscher on her. Or did Möbius? That's probably just coincidence? A mantis can do that? What about those who had their minds seized?
その場で死んだ。いや、違うな。他の体の中にいたとしても、別に生きてるのと変わらないでしょ？賑やかだし。
Okay, on which side are you on? Does it count as living or not? I mean, if the consciousness is seized and not overtaken, technically she's in a way probably right, but also... What? What? You can still use this power? Can she?
その通り。しかも自由に使える。私の中を訪問したくなったらいつでもいらっしゃい。
Is that what she meant when she wanted to see May's inner self and that we can see part of her and she kind of tricked us and didn't show us everything? Was that? Sees. Was that really the case? Oh, there's a secret here. Okay, why is this already hype? Oh my gosh, surprise preview. I don't know if I want surprises when it comes to that power. You're about to witness something very exciting. The true appearance of the fourth divine key is nigh. Don't be stingy with your praise and applause, because this will be... Read the room, Vill-V. This is neither the time nor the place for one of your speeches. Get to the point. This could be Kevin. I'm just really guessing. Despite the interruption, Vill-V betrayed no signs of displeasure. Right. It seems like everyone is simply dying to see it. Worry not, you'll get what you came for. Do you still remember the world-famous second divine key? Take some time and think back to that moment, so that what we're about to see doesn't shock you. You haven't made an aircraft carrier, have you? No? How cliché! This time, things have gotten a bit more... stellar. Oh, that's when she introduced the train, huh? An artificial satellite. Oh no! Wait! What number key was that? The fourth, they said, right? Yeah, the fourth is a satellite. Right. An artificial satellite was projected onto the meeting room screen. Behold, this is the vessel I've designed for the fourth divine key. It can operate indefinitely in this form. Keep talking. A satellite. And then what? I think that would have been my reaction too. For now, its sole purpose is to periodically orbit us. As for what happens next... To tell the truth, I have no aspiration to arm a space-based weapon. To be frank, its function ought to go beyond that. The next hour passed by slowly. The presentation concluded and the room remained silent. Only Dr. May, remaining calm, called over the staff. She ordered Vill-V's engineering budget cut by 80%. Oh, so they weren't all too happy about about that. Well, it would be amazing if I could remember what the fourth divine key played a role in. The thing is, I think it was mentioned in alien space. Oh my god, I'm referencing that manga way too often. I think I have to reread this. I think I have to reread a lot of this. I think I'm gonna do that. But not right now, so for right now, okay. She did things not quite by the book, and also, it's such a weird sentence, but her egg is pretty cool. And it, like, I'm surprised. Like, the first time I saw, like, her color scheme with the pink, I was like, why does she have pink? Pink always stands for Honkai. Why did I not think about Ellie in the context of pink before that? My mind just literally went, and you never thought that Ellie could have something more to do with Honkai? What? Anyway, you said you were seized by this body at work. Please let me be wrong about this being Gracio's mother or someone. You were already a member of the Moths?
工事部部長正真正銘のね
Okay. That's not Mobius's workspace.
英傑の中でも結構早く組織に加入した方だったかな
Ooh.
その過程はあまり喜ばしいものではなかったけど
I love that she talks so freely about everything. She's not like, oh yeah, I actually don't really want to talk about this right now. No, she tells us things. That's amazing. Like, help us?
少し違うよ具体的に言うと私はいくつかの手がかりをもとに火を追うがという謎の組織を発見したんだ
Detected.
その時の私は予定より先に高等機械動力のコースを修了したから暇つぶしで適当に調べたのそうしたら意外と収穫がたくさんあったってわけ
So she was kind of a genius? You got the lowdown on the moths when you were just a student? Oh, why did they take in so many young people? That's...
メイほどじゃないけど一応は名の知れた天才だからねそれに私の得意分野は彼女よりも潜入調査に向いてたから
Ooh.
私がまだ未熟だった頃は指程度のサイズの無人機を多く連れて養蜂家という称号で旅をしようと考えたこともあったよ
But it's so wild. So we're just... Like, the thing is, this is not Vil-V technically, right? So my brain is kind of refusing to refer to the people as Vil-V if they're technically personalities from other people. Vil-V is long dead? my brain is just not processing right now. What happened later?
私は正体を隠した状況のまま自分で作った機械を使い彼らに対抗し始めた自慢じゃないけどあの頃はメビウスだって私の前で何度もしくじっていたからね
Oh, I would love to see that. I'm not surprised, but the moths should find out soon enough.
家庭はあまり喜ばしいものではないと言った理由がそれだよ火を追う側確かに普通じゃなかったすぐに影で動き始め調査を開始したんだ私も隠れるのをやめて正体を晒して宣戦したの
Wow.
長引くシーソーゲームを経て最終的に一つの組織を前に惜敗という結果で終わった
He sounds way too good though.
当然そのせいでうっかり彼らの注意を引いてしまったの何度も脱獄した後彼らは特例で私を火を追う側のメンバーにした
Standing against an organization alone. Was it necessary?
それについては理由は簡単だよ第二次崩壊は彼らが引き起こしたものだと思ってたんだ
Okay, actually pretty fair point. She seems so reasonable. I mean, at least this one.
何せあの時事故と偽装された崩壊と火を追う側の関係は切っても切れなかったからね
Actually surprising that not more people kind of thought like that or kind of investigated on that. Because yeah, like if we think about it, the humans, I mean, I think either until like it was already way too late or, you know, just a later point, they never knew it was Honkai causing everything. But Moth was always involved, so that would come off as weird.
だから壊さないと気が済まなかったんだ
That's such a fair point. She seems so logical. Am I falling for it again, though? Am I falling into a tiny little trap again? Endowment. The corridor snaked and extended into the distance, as if endless. I cannot read snake anymore and not think of Möbius. Countless mirrors packed the floors and walls, creating a labyrinth sea of mirrors. Inside seemed as though there were a million mimics, copying your every move, which was utterly confusing. Perhaps this was the designer's intent. The green-haired girl walked up the spiral staircase. I knew it had something to do with her. Her tiny body seemingly thinner among the shadows. She gazed coldly at the mirrored walls, and Möbius watched back from within the mirrors. They only use snake words when it comes to her. The layouts changed again. Each time I visit, it's completely different. Is she just doing that to mess with people? I mean, Vil-V. I don't get it. Why do you always waste your time on such meaningless things? Because everyone who visits the Helix craft is our special guest. It's basic hospitality, right, Möbius? Vil-V leaned out from behind a mirror, landing in front of her. How do you like the mirror room I built for you? Wait, is she really literally tried building basically a different, either mirror room or generally a room, depending on who visits her? Möbius could barely contain her surprise. I'm not interested in your innovation. Besides, these dead things have never held any beauty of note. Dead things? Oh, because she's not interested in not living things, right? Are my parts ready yet? Ah, you're there. It only took me a day. I spent the rest of the time rebuilding the Helix craft. Excellent. As promised, I'll repay you for the material cost and the labs. Hey, hold on a second. Vil-V raised her hand, holding the parts deliberately out of Möbius's reach. Imagine a short little Möbius trying to reach whatever is Vil-V just holding up, kind of losing her elegant self, and is like, give it back! Come on, give it back! It doesn't fit her, but it would be so funny. Retracting her hand, Möbius stared blankly at the girl before her. She gave no reaction. She knew doing so would only make Vil-V more excited, so Vil-V is literally doing everything to get a reaction out of people, huh? What are you doing? Don't be so impatient. I just want to ask you something, and if you sate my curiosity, of course I'll hand them over. She held up the materials to her eyes and peered through them at Möbius. Just like molten glass, the inside is like liquid, and its refractive properties make it good for prosthetic eyes. Oh. This is your 16th order. Before that, there were calcified alloys for prosthetic bones, replacement heart pumps. It's incredible, Möbius. What will you use them all for? Was that around the time when she created maybe the Klein Elf and or a Grey Serpent? Or is it for her? None of your business. Don't jump to conclusions. If you got some great innovation planned, I can help. Could you be planning to augment your own body? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Finally turning experimentation on yourself after honing your craft? Or perhaps you want some new legs to make yourself taller? If so, let me help you. Out of all the moths, I'm your best choice for this. I don't have to answer you. Hand over the parts, Vil-V. They don't get along as well as I thought. Huh. Oh yes, speaking of which, I've got another hypothesis. All these random parts don't mean much, but if you put them together, they could form a person. Grey Serpent? Or the elf. Could it be that you're sick of having to find life samples and you're planning on creating your own source material? Even if it's an android, it's just an empty shell without a soul. I feel personally attacked. What do you mean, empty shell without a soul? Do I look like an empty shell without a soul? Is that how you guys see me too? I hope not. Or have you finally mastered soul technology, using someone's soul to crash? Vil-V's words dropped off as the Helix craft mirrors suddenly shattered. Ooh. Möbius got mad. Möbius didn't like that. Thousands of Möbiuses scowled across the shattered shards. Vil-V, put away your curiosity for now. I don't want to have to add such a noisy specimen to our lab. This is not a question you should be asking. Now I'm wondering though, was she just right with her assumption of creating something living? Maybe Grey Serpent or more? Maybe that was around the time where Klein died and she kind of tried to replace her. Maybe that was a time, but I don't have enough information. There is not enough yet.
おや、私の一番可愛いお客さんじゃない？ようこそ。でも今日のステージはないよ。
In a way, this makes also so much more sense now. It's not just, oh, she has this side that loves to be a magician. She literally absorbed the consciousness of some magician. Why did she choose that, or how did that happen? You're the first one I met. True.
誰かに覚えてもらえるのは嬉しいこと。そうでしょ？私のサプライズは君に印象を残せた？
Well, to be fair, it was pretty fun. I prefer not to be surprised. Okay, sometimes May is just a mood.
おや、私の準備は万全じゃなかったようだね。
Uh-oh.
今度こそ失望させないからさ。人の心を震わせられなければ、すべての意味がなくなる。
I see. You were a celebrated performer like Eden before joining the Moths. Ah. Okay, that's actually just a genius idea to get us to get to know more people that joined Moth through Vill-V.
はい？
Or is that not it? I don't know how you seized this body, but you should play a role larger than a magician in the Moths.
国主？おや、彼女はそんな風に話したんだね。
So she did lie to us. Or she tricked us.
いいよ。謎にしたままの方が演出的には好ましいと思うんだけど。
I don't know which one to believe now. Wait, but the other one seemed so reasonable. Ah, oh no.
真相はこうさ。君が目にしたすべてはマジックではなく魔法なんだよ。
Huh?
私に関しては別に火を追うがの研究員なんかじゃない。強いて言えば研究対象だったかな。
Huh? Does this have anything to do with what we just read about Möbius and her kind of getting parts? Did Möbius literally augment a human? But how would that make them perform magic? You can't just throw Maho out here. This is a sci-fi world. We're not in fantasy, right? This is the truth? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Who should I trust?
では、これも一種の崩壊エネルギーの体現だと言ったら、それなら信じてくれる？君の律者としての力だって似たような存在じゃないの？
That makes way more sense though. I think it just makes such a big difference if they say, oh, it's magic, or oh, it's because of Honkai. So, yeah. That makes way more sense. So, Möbius probably augmented humans. Was that allowed? She probably didn't ask anyone for submission. She probably didn't ask anyone, but like, I'm afraid.
まあまあ、いいよ。機会があったらまた君に見せよう。
But how is that another manifestation of Honkai? Like, is it just because she's technically in a mantis's body that she can use magic or whatever? I mean, the other one didn't... Who am I supposed to trust here? No one? Or everyone and puzzle it together? What's that? Huh. A magic show. Okay. The darkest. Of course. Okay. Are we already getting into dark territory? Yeah. The deep end. Okay. Everything is shrouded in endless darkness. Death and cold are eternal motives here. Two voices that don't belong ring out in the distance. Has the experiment begun yet? The sea nearby was attacked by the Legion Herrscher, and Kevin is making preparations. The experiment is about to begin. May was wearing a custom battlesuit that she'd never shown anyone before. The Key of Blankness! Oh my god! Right, I remember. This manga, I remember. Nobody else would ever recognize this as an experiment. Deploying the untested divine key straight into battle is incredibly bold, Dr. May. Bold? And you're so confident. I wish I'd known this side of you earlier. We could have gotten up to some fun and really surprised people. This isn't overconfidence. I have a plan B. That's why I invited you here, Vill-V. If the Key of Blankness doesn't work as predicted, you'll have to open the gateway to the deep end. That'll show the Legion Herrscher exactly how much weight the darkness of human burial has. Huh? What? An incredible decision. The engineer summoned was stunned, then erupted into exaggerated applause. I have absolutely no doubt that Eponia's deep end can resolve this crisis. But the only good lion is a defanged lion. The only reason those prisoners are so compliant is that this is the deep end. I'm no tamer, but if they're all released at once and go and grow used to such freedom, how are you going to get them back in their cells? You can answer that question on your own. Everything you make has a backdoor program for modification and controls. I believe that the deep end is no exception. Ooh! Huh. So, okay, this was before the fight where Dr. May was kind of incredible, using the freaking Key of Blankness. And she had a backup plan. But the backup plan never happened, right? Like, she did it. Right? I hope I'm remembering correctly. But like... So, does that also imply that Vill-V created the deep end? No, they said Eponia's deep end can resolve this crisis. But she's just saying there are probably also backdoor program something. Huh, so she wanted to use the prisoners that were here if she would fail? I feel like there is more to it. I will try to remember. I will.
なあ、メイさん。こんなところで徘徊してるなんて迷子になってしまったの？
Can you tell me what's true and what's not? No, if I only sought inheritance, I'd be gone by now. But before that, I need to know what's hidden in the deep end. It's extremely likely to be an answer I'm seeking. Actually, about that. Is it an answer though? The only thing hidden in the deep end was that Ellie is a Herrscher, right? Or was a Herrscher. How does that help us? If only it makes everything more complicated. I'm glad it's amusing for you. Hmm?
ねえ、わざと私にそんなことを話してきたの？
I don't know. I'm not May.
それとも君の前にいる人が当時の指針の書建設の担当者だって本当に知らないの？
So she did, right? It makes sense. She could guide us there. She was basically the key for us to get there. Yeah. So she built the deep end? How? What? And with what reason? Like at the beginning? What?
ふむ、これで答えが分かったよ。どうやら今度自己紹介をするときは詳しい肩書きも言わないとダメだね。
Yeah.
君は工事部を機械開発部のような何かだと思っていた。そうだよね。
I didn't think that far.
ほら、また当たった。実際は機械開発よりも建築に関する仕事に使った時間の方がずっと長い。
Really?
要塞の建造、避難所の建設。当時の大半の人々にとってはそれらの方がずっと大事だからね。
Wait, so was she the one that built the shelter or like that designed the shelter that we actually saw in the AE visual novel? Can I assume you know the most about the deep end?
まず現実と 古の楽園は同じじゃないよ。
Yes, and I need you to tell me more about the real or the deep end in reality, not here. I need to know more about that because the whole thing about this deep end in the realm is so confusing because there was two deep ends and they are different. So, infos, please.
私が何度も脱獄したって話をしたことがあるよね。
No, you haven't.
だから火を追う側が私に任せた最初の仕事は自分でも脱獄できない監獄の建造だった。
Really?
だからね、太平洋にある島をできるだけ風すら通せない牢屋にしたんだ。
But Dr. May just said that probably with everything Vill-V built, she would always have a backdoor program option thing. So, would she have built a prison that could hold her? Or would she have been able to escape? I know that's not the point here, but like...
確か P21 って名前だったかな。崩壊発生前は一応リゾート地だったし、浜辺には別荘がたくさんあって。
Mm-hmm.
おや、どうして周りを見てるのかな。誰かを探してる？
What? I'm trying to listen. Don't stop talking. May, pay attention. Come on. Nothing. Please go on. Huh?
私の知ってる指針の書はそれだけだよ。
What?
その後はそこに関連する人に会ったよね。
Yeah. I've met some.
私たちは建物を作り、そして建物は私たちを作る。そこを出た人だけを参考にするなら、その後どんな風になったのかは私にも断言できないよ。何を入れたか誰も知らないからね。
I mean, we know Kalpas was there at some point, and Ellie kind of got him out there. We know Aponia was there. And I think at some point they said that Aponia never left. And was there because she wanted to? Or was it just the realm? I think it was also in reality. Also, who else was there? I mean, I think Emil was also there because he tried to assassinate Kalpas. Who else? I mean, Sakura was probably shortly there because she tried to assassinate May and, Kevin. I don't know any more? That, didn't help me. You were literally like, yeah, I built that place. That's it. Rumors. Tour. No wonder Dr. Möbius always said that every visit to the Helix craft looked a bit different. So she was just trying to find ways to make up for the cuts to her engineering budget? That's so. So you rarely see her fumble or blowing up her workshop these days. Since Dr. May lifted the restrictions, she's been reluctant to do that again. Then, what about the 5th divine key? 5th? 5th? Oh my gosh. Is it really Nirvana, like they say? What? What? Shh. He finally raised his head, taking in his surroundings, as he muttered in an extremely deep voice. That's just gossip. Listen all you like, but don't spread it. They say that the moths are still looking for the perfect candidate, and if they can't find one, they'd rather the 5th divine key never saw the light of day. Wait, do we know what the 5th divine key is or not? Do I have something on my list? I don't think I have. No. I just don't know if I never wrote anything down about that or if I just don't have anything. I think there are a few keys I don't know though, so... What? Perfect candidate. Perfect candidate for the 5th key, and if they don't find one, they would rather it never saw the light of day. I think I'm gonna remember that one. Let me think. She has so many accomplishments, and I don't know where to begin. What about the fortress that she calls the Gaia Conscious? Obviously, that failed. Using the whole planet to build her own fortress? It was doomed to fail from the beginning, just like many of her ideas. Am I stupid? Or does that sound like the basically universe that Bianca saved? Or is it something completely different? But like someone must have tried to create it and did something, but they said it was doomed to fail from the beginning. Which would fit. I just don't know if that's what they're getting at here or if it's something completely unrelated. Because planet and universe are kind of something different. It did leave behind lots of ruins though. Someone, I mean, that would fit though. It would fit. Someone that primitive couldn't manage all that either. Hey, there's still no evidence of her existence. What? Don't just throw 50 words at me with only hints. Unless we can rope off an area to neutralize any mantis who enters. Otherwise, nobody would be able to see her. But that'd be impossible. Maybe the original Moth's crew might know something, but, well, you know how hard it is to meet any of those survivors. Original Moth's crew? So, it's been 5 hours of questions already. What do you want from me? 5 hours? Shoot, Dr. Möbius might have... Actually, I just wanted to ask where Vill-V is now. Huh? I'm afraid you'll have to wait a while for that answer. She went out on her own magical tour again to, if I'm not mistaken, the Mu continent? Oh well, this might be cruel, but I feel obligated to remind you that she just set off some 3 hours ago. I'm confused. Who was talking? Who was... What? They just throw at me that the 5th Divine Key is better off never seeing the light of day if there's no perfect candidate. They just throw at me that Vill-V tried to use a whole planet to build her own fortress. There's still no evidence of her do they mean like one specific consciousness inside of Vill-V maybe? Like, are they talking about some kind of consciousness? Oh gosh, this got way more complicated than I thought. I don't mind though. Oh, she's working. Are we finally meeting another one? Lily was standing at the center of the workshop, surrounded by strange machinery in operation, resembling an asterism. Hi!
ちょっと何をしてる仕事中だ誰が勝手に入っていいと言った
We are finally officially meeting the expert.
ここが稼働中の時は立ち入り禁止だって誰も君に教えなかった
The thing is, it gets so complicated with her vessels because she has many consciousnesses, and I don't know at what time those vessel texts happened. So I don't know, did she already have everything? Was it the Vill-V before? Was it... Actually, I should know though. Okay, I just have to remember, after she got the metamorph surgery, a lot of things happened. They out? Looks like it's someone else. I'm sorry, another you invited me to visit your place. I didn't know you'd disagree.
面倒だ誰なのかはなんとなく見当がつく情熱的なのはいいことばかりじゃない
Oh?
あの時はひどいことになったのにまだ覚えてないとは
Please tell me what happened.
機会があったらもう一度注意しておかないと
You can communicate with one another?
体は一つだけずっと奪うわけにはいかないでしょそれでも面倒だ彼女は出てこないし直接交流する手段がいつ元に戻るか誰にもわからない
Huh? Direct communication? Wait, so sometimes they can communicate? Huh? And she doesn't want to come out. Those consciousnesses are kind of incredible though. I mean, of course they really didn't have any other choice but to accept that they have to share this body, but like, just imagine. Sounds like a high maintenance relationship.
ああたまに乱れも現れる思考が頻繁に切り替わるのは時には良く時には悪くなるああ難しいよ
Yeah. I can't imagine. That's just crazy. As soon as she finished, the machinery stopped humming.
あ、ちょうど時間だ。1秒のズレもない。そういう表情をしないで、お嬢さん。そもそもこうでもしないと、手を止めて君の世間話に付き合えない。
It's fine. I understand.
図面はどこに行った？次は、ケビン破壊ボタンを試そうか。
What? Do they have beef? Oh. Oh. Well, I'm curious even more now about literally every freaking consciousness. How many consciousnesses does she have though? Like, I only know of a few so far. Message board! Oh, literally a message board, okay. Okay, that's fine. Oh, so that's how they communicate, probably. Oh, okay, that does make sense. Okay, that's fine, but let me warn you, you're not allowed to eat those messy things again. Every time I operate this body after you. Think about someone else for once, would you? Oh my god, right! Just imagine! They just leave you to deal with whatever they fabricated. Oh my gosh. Hypocrite, why do you have to wear those heavy boots? I need to take care of them every time I go on stage to perform. Other people's time counts too. Replying to the expert. Alright, so the scholar likes to eat things that are not good for her body, huh? Or the scholar really likes to eat hot and spicy things, and then I can relate. Model 5. That's just a name? Wait, who? Huh? Replying to the expert. I've got bad news for you. She still ate it. Oh no! Expert replying to Vill-V. Forget it. Today's topic is too important to focus on that. It's too late to use my theory on the 11th Oh my god, we are at that stage? It's too late to use my theory on the 11th Hasha. Any other ideas? Ah, I wonder what theory. Haha, pretend I don't exist. I'll devote my time to the expert until it's resolved. All the best. Replying to the expert. I didn't eat it. Oh no, is the scholar kind of, you know, really smart in like one or a certain area, but everything else kind of airheaded? Because if yes, I kind of love them already. Replying to the great magician. Same. Who or what is Model 5? It's not talking. They are not talking. Sure, I'd like to join them. But it's not our moment yet, right? But you're the expert. You've occupied this body for 3 months already. Haven't you learned anything? No, wait. When did I... That's weird. Haven't you woken at all these past months? Did she awaken or was it a different Vill-V? Did she awaken? Or was it a different Vil? Ah, oh no. Oh, there are so many things, but also... That's kind of the best way to communicate, but also... How does that work? If the expert was occupying the body all the time, it's not like a literal message board, right? So it must be something either integrated into her or something with consciousnesses. Something like that. Fascinating.
進捗はどうかな？何か私に手伝えることはある？もしあったら
I need help understanding more, yes.
自分で方法を考えた方がいいよ。
Fair. May, that's fair. It's okay. Splitting the mind. I've learned your true ability. How? When? May. That's not helping. Oh, right. I think that's probably part of the main story. I think we talked about that briefly.
ふむ。
But I wouldn't say I've
それは
learned
厳
it.
しい事態になったね。
I've learned of it.
あまり気にしないで。新鮮さを失わないために同僚には毎回違うバージョンを話してきたから。
This one is trouble.
融合戦士になったばかりの頃はすごく苦労してたんだ。
Really?
その結果、あの頃メビウスはいろんな場所に急に現れては私をじっと見つめてた。 それだけじゃなくて目をギラギラさせてたの。あれは恐ろしかったよ。
Mobius really doesn't seem to like her. So why did you conceal on purpose? And okay, I'm sorry, but like, what is the exact difference? So she didn't seize other people's mind, right? That was BS that Vill-V just told us. Because splitting one's mind and seizing different people's minds would be something completely different, right? I mean, unless... Wait, what was the exact wording? Splitting the mind. Unless she can split other people's minds and take in part of that. But I think it's her mind that she means, right? So... Does that mean I was not totally wrong and all of these different sides are part of her, but just split from each other?
隠した？どうやら誤解があるようだね、メイさん。
I don't know, you seem to like to play with me.
よく考えて。この能力を具体的に表現するなら、他人の意識の各種でも自身の思考を分割させることでも同じなんじゃないの？
What? Am I stupid or does it know? Huh? The difference is the one is taking other people's minds and the other one is just splitting your own mind. I mean, technically that creates different kind of minds, but it has nothing to do with others then, right?
なら、原理を知らなくてもいいでしょ？別に私と戦うつもりはないはずだし。
But I want to learn the most about you.
ないよね。
No, we're not fighting. We're done with fighting. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. I'm not hostile toward you, Vill-V. I just don't have the time to solve puzzles. My 43 episode or 42 episode Elysian Realm says something different.
はいはい。できるだけそうするよ。私から見れば欲しいものをあげるけど欲しくない形でっていう方がずっと面白いけどね。
I mean, I guess that's fun, but not for me if you just confuse me.
その時、あなたが自分の表情を見られるなら、その点を理解できるはずだけど。
How about we play a bit with her?
自分の思考を異なる領域へと分割し、独立した存在にするとか。素朴すぎない？
No, it sounds freaking interesting. What are you talking about? Boring? Anything? In the Elysian Realm? That's not possible. I don't think so, and they may not be the same in expression as you said. Splitting, unlike seizing, should have an upper limit. Huh? Okay?
君は本当に鋭いね。けど残念、不正解。厳密に言うと、私がその気になれば、いくらでも分割できるんだ。
That's why I said huh, because can't you just split and split and split and split and split and more? Like, why would there need to be an end to it? If it's something as abstract as a mind.
もちろん、その場合、君が目にするのは特徴的なバカたちの可能性が高い。何せ、支配できる心は限られてるからね。
That makes more sense, yeah. How many parts did you split it into, and did she do it on purpose? I want to know more about, like, what happened directly after the surgery. How was it? What, you know, I want to see more of that.
今のところ、8人。
Okay.
それが限界。これ以上増やすと、天才という基準を維持できなくなる。
So how smart was she when she didn't split them? Because even if only one of the 8, but it's probably all of the 8 or most of the 8 are geniuses. If they were all combined like they were before, what kind of freaking monster genius was she? And she said she Dr. May was smarter or was more incredible than her? What?
すでにそのうちの何人かに会ったよね。
Yeah, but not 8. Yes, I've met 3, including you.
つまり全員と会ったんだね。なかなか珍しい。
What about the others though? I mean, one is sealed away, but like, or gone. But the others? Oh, wait, did she play us again?
そう、聞き間違いじゃないよ。残った数人は存在してないと思っておいて。
You know I have to ask now. Why would you want me to pretend that they don't exist?
彼女たちは人と会話することに向いてないから。
Okay, that is, again, fair enough. So, can I still meet them? I just want to see them a little bit. I don't want to annoy them in any way. The will of the masses. Time is running out. This hard-fought visit is coming to an end. But before that, she must come up with a lie to trick her adversary. Okay, let me tell the truth then. The reason why I want the key of blankness is because I want to mass produce an army of Herrschers. How exciting would that be? Okay, I see. Time's running out. This hard-fought visit is coming to an end. So she wanted... probably... some... like either May or someone else to give her the key of blankness? How exciting would that be? I don't know if that would be exciting. Try another one, Vill-V. The voice floating over from the stretcher was still very weak. In fact, the patient's life could be described as hanging by a thread. Wait, the patient? Wait, who? Wait, why? Wait, why is Vill-V with a patient? What? What a pain you are. Fine. Do you still remember the arc you put me in charge of? I want to use the key of blankness on it as an alternate power source. The thing is, even if, you know, next, even if no one approves of that, I want to remember everything related to the arc, just because it's kind of open-ended what really happened, so... like, what if she really did something here before everything and never told anyone, right? What? Isn't that one pretty reasonable? I can show you the blueprints. Vill-V, it's precisely because these reasons you've been throwing at me are so reasonable that I don't believe you. Right, she said she must come up with a lie to trick her adversary. I shouldn't forget that. So, she just wants to trick whoever is on that stretcher and not in a good... That should be May. If they're talking about the key of blankness, maybe it was after Dr. May used it, and after that Dr. May shouldn't have been so well, so that would make sense? I mean, unless it's completely unrelated. How can an unorthodox genius like yourself come up with such simple plans? Oh my god, you're calling that simple? Your evaluation is garbage. Well, actually, that's just a guess, seeing as how you're just like that. Dr. May, okay, it is her. There's one thing I haven't been able to understand. When you used the key of blankness on the 10th Herrscher, why did you have to replace the core? It seems that the same person's body and soul can only take one Herrscher's core at a time. That's also different with what we know from this era. But why is that? That's the whole thing. I'm like, why did Honkai change in this era for this era or whatever? Because technically, the way Honkai evolved helped humanity so far, because in this era there are human Herrschers. And in the previous era that wasn't a possibility. I mean, I still don't really know what happened with Ellie, or why they still protected her in a way with kind of keeping it a secret and everything. But why would, you know, why would Honkai evolve in a way that helps humanity? That's what I don't get. Or is it also out of Honkai's, like, hand to decide what it becomes? I don't know. I think it's all just written in fate. Everything is already predetermined. Anyway, back to this vessel. It seems that the same person's body and soul can only take one Herrscher's core at a time. Vill-V, you can't do that. Wait. Does Vill-V want to take multiple? Despite her weakness and difficulty of thinking, she still reacted quickly. Well, I don't want to tell you the truth, Dr. May. I knew you'd be like that. Hang on, aren't you worried that your little boyfriend is no match for me? Huh? Okay, guys, there are two geniuses talking to each other, already knowing what the other wants to do, and I'm just here like, I need subtext. Can you fill out the blanks? So, is that what Vill-V wants to do? Like, use the key of blankness to maybe give every personality a Herrscher core, or give some personalities, some of her consciousness a Herrscher core maybe? I don't know, but why that? Aren't you worried that your little boyfriend is no match for me? But when did she ever say that? I don't know. You know what I can do. There's more than just one soul inside me, so the stakes are low for us. There's only one Vill-V, that's it. But if the situation really is as I surmise, then time is running out, right, Dr. May? Ah, I mean, she was right. The time is running out. I assume she wants to just use a few souls of her to turn into Herrschers to fight against whatever is coming next, right? That's what I'm kind of assuming. For right now, I think. Gosh, there is so much going on with her though. And I am just excited. And a little scared. But also, the thing is, I want from every freaking vessel, or just this whole Elysian realm, I want to know how everyone ended up. Like, even though I hate knowing when or how they died, I mean, I know that some probably just died at the final Herrscher, I think, but not everyone died there. And I want to know what literally happened to everyone, unless the math already mathed enough and I already know who died before and I know who died against the final Herrscher. I might do. Gosh, my brain is just so all over the place because freaking Vill-V. I need answers. But also, she seemed to really try and care for humanity and want to do the right thing. At least that's how she sounded like in the last one. But earlier she sounded so chaotic at times. I don't know. Anyway, guys, we're gonna continue this one next time. So I hope I see you then. Bye!